She flew out to stay with me, and I asked her the story, and she was like, yeah, it was horrible. And she's like, every time I would do it, she said afterwards the guy would try to steal me away. And I was like, so did somebody steal you away? She's like, no. And like, that's even more confusing.
Yeah.
Like, how did you not get stolen away when your man's trying to get cucked for you? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
So let me tell you what I did 2 weeks ago. Okay, this first time I announced it, but it's finally coming out in 2 weeks. So this guy with cancer has been DMing me, stage 4. And he's been like, Ryan, I love Pillow Talk. He's a fan, my boy Jake Marshall. I would love to just come and like watch a show before I die. Yeah. And I said, Jake, why don't you come on the show and meet them? And we flew him down, and he stayed with me for a week, and we got him dressed. We took him shopping. We actually took him to Vegas too last weekend. And yeah, he's having the best time of his life. He's like, I'm going to meet them. I'm like, you're going to be on the show. And who do you want? He says, my 2 favorite are NIKKI BENZ and Kazumi. Yeah. My OG favorite, my new favorite. I'm like, yeah, you're going to be on the show, and they're going to interview you. And he's freaking out. Like, what the Right before we go on, he's freaking out. I slip a Viagra in his drink.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And we planned it on the back end.
So we're committing multiple felonies today, right? We're drugging people and we're actually assaulting them. This is incredible. Keep going.
The chemotherapy.
Yeah.
So I Googled shit out of this, and with the blood thinners, he told me I haven't been erect in 3 months. Yeah. He's like, I love to fuck, but they're not going to fuck me anyways, but it can't get hard. Yeah. So I got Viagra, I put it in his drink. And we planned it on the back end that they're going to his brains out. So he says, he comes on the show.
Here's my question. Yeah. When you're having this conversation with Kazumi and NIKKI BENZ, I know Kazumi well enough. Yeah. She did not put up a fight, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, she loved it.
Okay. NIKKI BENZ, did she put up a fight?
Loved it. She's
Get out of here, bro. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
They both loved it. So he comes out, and they dressed up for him. They're looking good for Jakey boy. And he's like, oh my God, it's NIKKI BENZ. And he's freaking out. And then he's like, Ryan, I have an erection. Yeah. I'm like, he didn't know I him. Like, yeah, you do. And then NIKKI BENZ says, and she goes, so your last wish before dying was to meet me? Yeah. You know I suck the best dick, right? Do you want to change your wish? And he's there like, what the f-? He goes, idiot, ask me for a job. And he's like, really? Can you give me a job? Yeah. She gets on her knees, and then he comes over, then Kazumi runs over, boom, blow up, threesome, and he let me tell you, he fucked the shit out of that. He was a professional. Yeah. This guy was on fire. I started thinking, is this guy a con man that told me he had cancer? He's good at that, you know? The biggest cum shot I've ever witnessed in my life, because he hadn't busted once.
Oh my God, bro.
So he goes all over Kazumi's ass, and he painted it. I'm like, oh my God, what the did we just film? Yeah. So that comes out in 2 weeks, and I think this could make like CNN.
So after the fact, he gave you permission?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the big part. That was what I was. You're good. You know, I was shocked. Is he gonna sign this? Or is he gonna let me put this out? Yeah. He's like, and I want to go out a legend. Yeah. So we told him like, hey, we're gonna pay for all the OnlyFans money and Sin Party money where we post it. We're gonna pay for all your hospital bills and cover all.
I can think of way less efficient thing. That is incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
That is an unbelievable.
It just kind of happened.
That is an unbelievable use of goodwill, pornography, and money to help this guy out. Are you kidding? It's expensive and not fun.
He's $25K into his bills now.
That's crazy. Is it pancreatic cancer? What is it?
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah, so stage 4 pancreatic, that's terminal. Yeah.
How did you know?
Because when you said stage 4, the one that you can't recover from, the main one, is the one Steve Jobs is a billionaire and he died from it. Yeah. So if he's going to die from it, like that's
what he has.
That's that, because you can replace a liver, spleen, take out parts of the lung, have a heart replacement. Pancreas is the one you can't get rid of. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one.
So, yeah,
that's crazy. All right, man. Wow, that's I'm never going to forget that story in my entire life, man. One of the competitions is called Swimsuit USA. All the girls there, no tattoos, no OnlyFans, none of them are married. Like, it's an actual pageant like pageants used to be. Like Hooters back in the 90s. Okay. Hooters back in the 90s used to be fine-ass girls. Not like today, where it's like girls that are like out of high school and like slightly overweight with a kid.
Yeah. It's just haters when you walk in there, not Hooters.
Yeah, it's not. It's haters.
They're like, "Where's my tits?" Yeah, they're just mad.
I go there and like you just imagine, right? Most of them are from the South, Australia, Canada, and the UK. Like there's just those type of girls do these pageants. There's like no Miss Las Vegas, which I was disappointed by. But we go there and there's this one girl and she's got the biggest blue eyes. She's like 5'9", huge fake boobs, and she's just like has nothing but attitude like a rattlesnake. And I go up to her like the second day and I'm like, hey, just want to let you know, you're the hottest girl here and you're not going to win because you don't flirt with the judges and you have a big boob job. You're mine. I just knew this is the girl I wanted and we've just been stuck together for the last year.
Oh, wait, that's your girl?
Yeah. Oh. That's how I met her. When we started up, I didn't know she was going to be my girlfriend, but she came a couple of times and I was like, this is what I do for work. Are you cool with that? She goes, yes. And then the other part that was really helpful for me was I was like, I really like girls. And she goes, I really like girls more. And then that made it work. And so we could be really honest about that thing. And
I love her now.
Yeah, but you understand.
Yeah,
I never have to say anything.
I want her.
Yeah, she's
I'm
it's
coming
great.
for her.
She's coming for my
She
girl.
sounds great.
Watch out, Kylie. Watch out. But no, that was the thing that made it work. It was that like she liked girl and now at first she was a little apprehensive, but now it's the point where it's like, how come we don't have a girl tonight? Like, what's wrong with you?
So you how many threesomes are you guys having?
Enough. A fair amount.
I think that's what
Michael is very happy.
I think that's what I want next. Before I find my married wife, I think I want a girl that like I want to fling something.
I think that should be your married wife. I think you never have to lie. You never have to, like there's no secrets, bro. It's incredible.
You know what? I don't cheat. I'm a one-woman guy. I like the one vagina. I don't need sex. I don't even like sex that much. I hate one-night stands. I can't stand.
I've never deliberately had a one-night stand.
Yeah, you have.
No, I've had them and then the girl leaves, but I've never, like, I've always hit them back, like, hey, let's go out again. I've never, if a girl is hot enough for me, I'm at the point.
You've been dumped every time.
No, it's like, no. What happens is we'll meet at a nightclub, we'll hook up, and then the next day she goes back to her husband that she lied to me about having. That's what I mean. Like, it ended up being a one-night stand.
But don't you hate, like, look, you're for 10, 15 minutes, let's be real. The whole thing that comes with it. You know, you're talking to her at the bar all night. That's fun because you're out and that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
But the Uber home, you're talking, you come home and then you get that awkward walk in. Can I get you a drink? All of that before up. And then once it's over, what do we all want them to do? It's the worst.
You want them to leave. Interesting. So here's the thing.
They want to stay. You wanted them to leave. And you feel terrible because you're a good guy.
So it's different for me because like all these girls, you know, I do Babes in Toyland, right?
Yeah.
All these, we're like in a clique. I don't know if it makes any sense, but like they all come to my charity events.
Right.
And like girls that I would end up hooking up with, I've known them for years. When we were friends, and then we just like one day it was like, yeah, I don't have a boyfriend anymore. I'm coming home with you, and I was like, okay, it sounds whatever. And it was like that type of situation. And I actually like being around them.
I love the girls. I like them as friends. Yeah. All the girls are,
so
are my homies.
You like them as friends too.
I love them.
And you understand being friends with them, you meet more of them, and then a ton of them want to sleep with you.
Yes, that's what you're on point for.
Yes. I mean, that's so crazy that so many guys, especially red pill dudes, like don't grasp that concept.
No, it's the play.
Dude, like I had a crush on NIKKI BENZ, you know, maybe 10 years ago. She was super hot. Like Madison Ivy, every time I still meet her, I'm like, oh my God. We have each other's number, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Madison Ivy. But the reality is, like, I would not want to date Madison Ivy or NIKKI BENZ, but I sure as go to a club with them, and every time I do, the girls stop because the number of girls that watch, fellas, they're lying to you. A lot of them are watching.
They all watch lesbian
for sure.
Yeah.
When I would go out with like Phoenix Marie and I are friends. Melissa lives here. Like Nara's a great example. Nara is a great wingman.
Yeah.
If you go out with Nara, your chances of hooking up with a girl are so much higher
because she's so lesbian.
Because she's so, but she'll turn things sexual so fast, and you don't, as the dude, you don't have to do creepy. Because Nara no one's creepier than Nara.
Exactly.
Not creepy, but aggressive. You know what I'm saying? She's got robot arms. Her look is so different because she's got six-pack abs and she's got these.
And then she looks like a Playboy bunny.
Yeah, she looks like a Playboy bunny. Yeah. Exactly.
But back to your point, if I would have, first day I met Nara, I met her at AVN.
Yeah.
If I would have just went, I want this girl right away, even if I did, we would not be friends now. So three things are going to happen if you try to fuck a girl you like. Either you fuck her, then you never talk to her again. You date her, eventually you'll never talk to her again. Or she says no and it's weird.
Yeah.
You're done. As soon as you try to fuck a girl, the friendship is over forever.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But by the way, notice what you said. As soon as you try, you can still fuck a girl and still be friends with her. But she's the one who like will initiate.
Right, then it's cool.
But it's so crazy because girls don't even grasp this. They'll end up like competing over a dude because he's not giving them an attention. Like for instance, Bulzarian, who lives near here, he lives here in Vegas. Bulzarian, like I go out with him sometimes and he legit doesn't hit on girls.
Yeah.
And they start, like I've seen two girls get into a physical altercation to stand next to him.
Yeah.
There's a famous story about one girl kicking another girl just to stand in San Diego, just to stand next to him. It's crazy.
He's got it a little different than the normal guy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's just, but that concept, so many people don't grasp that. Yeah. I was listening to Bulzarian talking to Adam 22, and they did one where Adam was talking about there was a guy who worked on his set who made friends with all the stars, and he started getting laid a bunch because he was just friends with all these girls.
That's what it is. So I've never hit on one of my guests. We've done 125 episodes. That's a known fact. I've never even flirted with one.
Yeah.
Beyond just friendly flirting. And now I'm friends with all of them, and then I go to all these parties with them. Like tomorrow, we're a great group. I'm gonna meet a beautiful girl.
Of course.
Because of that. Know when to shoot your shot.
Yeah, for
Michael
sure.
Sartain's right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Or having 5 girls with you, every girl is like looking like, what is going on with
this guy?
Even
I want to be number 6.
Yeah, and even if they know cognitively you're not any of them,
yeah.
their brain, their cavewoman brain is like, these women are giving him compliance. There's something going on here.
Yeah. And they're hot, and they're hotter than me. So what?
It's so crazy because my girlfriend can get away with things I can't get away with in a club or whatever. Like sometimes she's like, hey, Michael, I like this girl. What do I do? And I take her hand and we'll walk right up to the girl and I'll just put her hand right on the girl's boob. You see, I just grabbed her boob and nothing happened. You're a girl. You can just grab girls' boobs. No one says you're hot. You could just do anything you want.
So is that your system?
Huh?
You go with her. She kind of does the lesbian flirting thing. Do you want to come home?
No, my girlfriend is so attractive that we don't even have to do that. She just like looks at girls and they'll be straight women.
Yeah, but how do they get Mikey Boy in?
They don't have to get. I mean, I'm gonna do whatever they want. Like my girlfriend.
No, I know, but like, what's your move? So you see a hot girl at the bar. It's you and Kylie.
Yeah, we'll walk up. We'll walk up and talk to him, and I'm super like big bro. Hey, bro, what's going on? What do you live here? Cool. What do you do? What are you guys doing later on tonight? Then usually the vibe will go to, oh, fuck, I hope you don't steal my girlfriend, right?
That's
it's like,
good.
oh my god, I hope you don't make my girlfriend naked. I hope nothing like that happens.
Good.
Like I'll act like super innocent and like do the opposite. It's like, oh, would you guys like me to pull the car around? For sure, I'll just meet you guys in the valet, and then they both get in the back seat. Like I'm always like I act like I'm the butler.
So you don't say you ever been with a couple? You don't
No, never. I never do that because the problem is I've seen too many guys do the couple thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're a couple and you're doing this, you get one shot, but that's it. Like, don't keep doing it.
Couples Tinders.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, what I'll do instead is like, because they're just so into Kylie, we'll just do that, and then Kylie will bring it up. But the thing is, like, if a girl is that attracted, you can just say, "Do you want to come home with us?" And they'll just say yes.
Right.
There really isn't game. With a dude, there has to be game. Even if a girl really likes you, you can't go, "Hey, do you just want to come over and later?"
Yeah.
Like she's just like, that's even. Star is going to be like, can we do something else? Like, can we have a drink or something? We're just going to go over and is that it? Like, you're not going to have anything else to say?
Yeah.
When it's two girls, they can just say that too. Dude, I watch lesbian girls. They'll just do that. They'll just be like, do you want to come over? And the girl will be like, yes. They have this pass that we don't have as men.
Imagine a dude said that.
Of course. It's crazy.
I got asked in Cancun once. He said, you wanted to cuck for me.
Yeah.
Can you come my girl and I'll watch in the corner? Couldn't do it.
Happened to me in Jamaica.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Did you do?
No. So guy came up and asked me, and I saw the girl, and she was really, really attractive. And of course, I was like weirded out by the whole thing. I was like, no, I can't do that. I ended up dating the same girl. That would have been 2016. I ended up dating the same girl in 2020. She flew out to stay out with me, and I asked her the story, and she was like, yeah, it was horrible. And she's like, every time I would do it, she said afterwards the guy would try to steal me away. And I was like, so did somebody steal you away? She's like, no. And like, that's even more confusing.
Yeah.
Like, how did you not get stolen away when your man's trying to get cucked for you? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand.
I don't understand cucks either, but that's another one.